Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. Mike Peterson with you here on the call for the Dirt Slingers Monday Night Series here from the Williams Grove Speedway. Looks like we have 30 cars, I believe, checked in here to the pits tonight. For race number one, we got Monday Night Outlaws as soon as we finish up here also at Williams Grove. So we got a full night of racing on tap, ready to go. Please likes and shares to the broadcast, please. Going to get ready to send it to tonight's national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, back here. Tyler Fell is the current fast qualifier. New name here to the Dirt Slingers with a 17.671. Bryce Bailey second, 17.725. Billy Raleigh third. Weston Newell fourth. Britton Roxbury fifth. Zane Scott making his return from after his deployment is sixth. Cole Newhoff, Trevor Royer, Josh Close, and Robert Satterfield are the top 10. Got about 40 seconds left. Couple cars still on track. Likes and shares to the broadcast, please. What's up, Dustin? How are you, buddy? All right, cars winding down here. All right, fast qualifier was Tyler Fell. New here to the Dirt Slingers. Got 4 heat races on tap. What's up, Rhonda? Rhonda Rowdy. Man, what a name. Dustin, just takes practice, my friend. Trust me, I wish I was better too. All right. 4 heat races, 8 laps each. Going to be taking 3 from each heat race. Going to make 12. We're going to look for 8 more out of the B. Going to probably have a C main. All right, starting on the pole here in the Hyper Racing number 44, that is Tyler Fell. Starting on his outside in the Casey Kane Racing Sim Team, Valvoline Wicked Cushion number 421, that is Britton Roxbury. Starting third in the 19 Designs cars. I can't read what that says. Wait for it to come by here. Car Coil Oklahoma is number 07. That is Josh Close. Starting fourth in the Unified Racing Splash and Go Graphics number 29. That is Dustin Griffiths. Starting fifth in the Blaney Racing Sim Team JB Medical Supplies Wicked Energy Gum number 15. That is Michael Sheridan. Starting sixth in the Rockstar Productions number 422. That is Mike Roxbury. Starting seventh in the BMRS number 88, that is John Harper. And starting in 8th in the Red Bull Raven Graphics, number 67, that is Brandon Igo. 8 cars, 8 laps, top 3 to tonight's A main, top 2 to the pole dash. What's up, Kevin? All right, going green this time off turn number 4. Heat race number 1 is green.
Green flag.
Good jump by Tyler Fell going into turn number 1. Britton Roxbury right there in the second spot. Third is Dustin Griffith side by side with Josh Close for that third spot. Into turns 3 and 4 here. Tyler Fell will lead lap number 1. Britton Roxbury still second. Dustin Griffiths third. Josh Close fourth. Mike Roxbury right there in fifth. Michael Sheridan and Brandon Igo side by side for the 6th spot. John Harper in 7th. Completing lap number 2 that time by 6 laps to go here in heat race number 1. Tyler Fell still out front. Britton Roxbury second. Dustin Griffiths in third. Josh Close still fourth. Mike Roxbury fifth. Off turn number 4. Josh Close trying to get alongside Dustin Griffiths for that third spot. Can't do it this time here off turn number 4. Going to try to size him back up going into turn number 3. Tyler Fell halfway this time. Going to have 4 more laps to go here in heat race number 1. Britton Roxbury right there in his tire tracks. Dustin Griffiths still in third. Josh Close fourth. Mike Roxbury flashing back and forth here in 5th. Brandon Igo and John Harper battling hard here for 6th and 7th. Crossover move by Igo here off turn number 4 is going to keep the 6th spot going into turn number 1. John Harper 7th. Michael Sheridan rounding out the 8 cars here in heat race number 1. What's up, Dan? Long time no see, my friend. 2 laps to go for race leader Tyler Fell. Big names in here for sure, John. Always. That's right, Weston, always. Pretty much single file here through the top 4, top 5. White flag in the air. Tyler Fell pulling away from Britton Roxbury here on the white flag lap through 1 and 2. Britton Roxbury fading away too, just like Pops. Off turn number 4, Tyler Fell will win heat race number 1. Britton Roxbury second. Josh Close third. Mike Roxbury fourth. Brandon Igo fifth. John Harper sixth. Dustin Griffith's going to fall all the way back to 7. We'll go back and see what happened to Dustin. Not sure if he ran out of fuel. Came off turn number 4. Pounds the outside fence off turn number 4. Dustin Griffiths running in the 3rd and final transfer spot. Pounds the wall off turn number 4 and finishes in 7th. How are you been, Dan? Haven't seen you in a while. Make sure you like and share the broadcast, please. All right, can heat race number 2 on the racetrack. You was back at it for sure. All right. Starting on the pole here for heat race number 2. Ah, man, sorry to hear that, Dan. Well, glad you're feeling better. All right, starting on the pole here in heat race number 2 in the coach's pizza number 02. That is Bryce Bailey. Starting on his outside in the Team SETI Group holding Cognitive Warriors 19 design number 37. That is Zane Scott. Starting third in the Twisted Motorsports Dirt Vision Wicked Cushion number 55. That is Robert Satterfield. Starting in the 4th spot in the over-the-wall number 21, that is Shea Paulo. Starting 5th in the Curb Records Factory K number 225, that's Richie Preston. Starting in the 7th spot in the Twisted Motorsports Monster Energy number 33, that is Jason Burton. And starting in the 7th spot in the 555, that is Greg Young. 7 cars, 1 dropped out. 7 cars, 8 laps. Top 3 to tonight's A-Main. Top 2 to the Trophy Dash. Thank you, John. Appreciate that, my friend. Green flag here. Bryce Bailey out front. Zane Scott's going to take over the 2nd spot. Shea Paulo 3rd. Robert Satterfield 4th. Richie Preston in 5th. Zane Scott wants a race lead here through turns 3 and 4, but Bryce Bailey too strong on the outside, completing lap number 1. Zane Scott running still in the 2nd spot. Shea Paulo right there. Good battle here for the 4th spot. Richie Preston, Robert Satterfield, Jason Burton right here in the 6th position. Completing lap number 2 this time by Bryce Bailey, still out front. Zane Scott, Shea Paulo, 1, 2, 3. Satterfield trying to get into the fray here for the top. He wants to get in the top 3. Five laps to go that time by. Still pretty much single file. A little bit of contact between Scott and Paulo there off turn number 2. Shea Paulo falls back to got about 5-6 car lengths to make up to get back into that 2nd spot. Halfway this time by here in heat race number 2. Bryce Bailey, Zane Scott, Shea Paulo, Robert Satterfield, Richie Preston, Jason Burton running 6th, and Greg Young in 7th. 3 laps to go. Everybody's still pretty much single file all the way through the field. Jason Burton, the first one out of line. Contact between Paulo and Satterfield. Both of them go around. Looks like Paulo ends up on his side. Caution flag's going to come out. That is going to do it for heat race number 2. Bryce Bailey will pick up the victory. Zane Scott will finish in 2nd. Jason Burton's going to come home in 3rd. Richie Preston 4th. Robert Satterfield will finish in 5th. Maybe. I appreciate that, John. That's awesome. Yeah, man, I know how you feel, Dan. I did FedEx for a year, or a little over a year and a half, and I thought my whole body was going to fall apart. Chris Taggett. Yep, just got to get the grooves to come in here. Track prep kind of makes the grooves one. Heat racers kind of still feel out the track here, so we got to get the track worked in a little bit more. Bryce Bailey does pick up the victory here in heat race number 2. Zane Scott second. Jason Burton third. Richie Preston, Robert Satterfield, Greg Young, and Shea Paulo are the 7 cars. All right, as soon as these guys cross the line, we're going to get heat race number 3 onto the racetrack. Make sure you stay tuned with us after we finish up here with the Monday Night Series. We got the Monday Night Outlaws to come here from Williams Grove as soon as we finish up the first pay-to-race series with the Dirt Slingers. Rogers race control. He really hasn't raced. Man, I raced on Thursday, so we only had like 16 he raced. But pretty much Mondays he usually race controls both races just because there's so much going on, and he's always by himself. Hi, Janice. All right, heat race number 3. Starting on the pole in the Team SETI Group holding Wicked Energy Gum. Motorsports beat number 79. That's Billy Raleigh. Not sure why this car is different, but it's supposed to be, I believe, the Kinza Racing Sim Team. Number 11, that is Cole Newhoffen. Starting third. In the Black Diamond Motorsports UDTV 19 Designs number 36, that is Nathan Davis. Starting fourth. In the Farlow Motorsports PSE number 022, that is Kyle Atkinson. Starting fifth in the Black Diamond Motorsports Dirt Racing Network Tim's Dirt Track Simulators number 91, that is Ernie Williams. Starting sixth in the Unified Racing Splash and Go Graphics number 29, that is Taylor Howell. Starting seventh in the Raven Graphics Dirt Racing Network number 8, that is Doyle Lawrence. And starting ninth in the Babs number 09, that's Lance Heinberger. 8 cars making the call here for heat race number 3, 8 laps. Top 3 to tonight's A main, top 2 to the pole dash. All right, going green this time, 8 laps. Pace truck's off. Green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Good jump by Billy Raleigh going into turn number 1. Cole Newhoffen right there. Nathan Davis, he wants that second spot. Slide job there. Cole Newhoffen crosses him back over. He will take back the second spot. Davis back to third. Ernie Williams trying to get into this battle. Slides up, loses a bunch of momentum there off turn number 4. It's going to fall all the way back to the 6th spot going into turn number 1. Still Billy Raleigh, Cole Newhoffen, Nathan Davis out front. Kyle Atkinson in the 4th spot. Taylor Howell, Ernie Williams side by side here for 5th. Ernie's going to try for the 2-for-1 slide job here. Get into Kyle Atkinson. Atkinson's going to fall all the way back to the 7th spot, but Ernie's going to take over 4th. Gets by Taylor Howell going into turn number 1. Still Billy Raleigh out front. Cole Newhoffen, Nathan Davis, Ernie Williams. Taylor Howell, the top 5. Cole Newhoffen dives to the inside, trying to get a good run there off turn number 2, trying to get alongside Billy Raleigh. Can't do it that time, going into turn number 3. Everybody right up against that outside fence. Still Nathan Davis in the third spot. His teammate Ernie Williams in fourth. Taylor Howell in fifth. Kyle Atkinson back here in sixth. Doyle Rand seventh. And Lance Heinberger in eighth. Gonna see 3 laps to go. This time off turn number 4 for race leader Billy Raleigh. Newhoffen trying to make that bottom side work here off turn number 2. Gets a good run, but still got about 3 car lengths to make up as they head into turn number 3. Up against that outside fence here off turn number 4 with 2 laps to go. Nathan Davis, Ernie Williams, good battle here for the third and final transfer spot. Davis going to take it. Ernie's going to fall back. He's going to get a good run here off turn number 2. He's going to look on his outside, going down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Cole Newhoffen off turn number 4 will take over the race lead with the white flag in the air. Billy Raleigh looking back on the inside into turn number 1. Slides up to the outside fence. Newhoffen got a good run there off the bottom side off turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Off turn number 4, Cole Newhoffen will win heat race number 3. Billy Raleigh second, Nathan Davis third, Ernie Williams fourth, and Taylor Howell fifth. Kyle Atkinson, Doyle Lawrence, and Lance Heimberger will finish in 8th. All right, heat race number 4 going to come onto the racetrack. How's everybody doing out there in Facebook, Twitch, YouTube land? Well, Hunter, I appreciate that, man. You guys are too kind. I do my best. Only do it a couple nights a week. But I do my best. We are closing in. I appreciate that, Hunter. Will do. All right, starting on the pole here for heat race number 4 in the Team SETI Group holding Wicked Cushion number 22. That is Weston Newell. Starting in the second spot in the Black Diamond Motorsports UDTV 19 Designs Tim's Dirt Track Simulators number 90. That's Trevor Royer. Starting in the third spot in the Black Diamond Motorsports UDTV 19 Designs number 80. That's Josh Stanky. Starting fourth. Where is he? In the Action Auto Parts, number 50, that is Jason Randolph. Starting fifth. In the Team SETI Group holding 19 Design Wiki Cushion, number 57, that's Craig Dunn. Starting in the sixth spot. In Doubles Up Racing, Dude Products, number 72, that is Jeff Stewart. And starting in seventh. The Barons, Halmar Racing, number 53 of Bob Ramundo. 7 cars making the call here for heat race number 4. 8 laps, top 3 to the A main, top 2 to the pole dash. Don't tell me this umpire just got hit in the nuts. You're welcome, Rusty. Thanks for tuning in, brother. If you guys are new, give the Facebook page a follow. Well on our way to 6,000 followers. All right, going green this time. 8 laps. Green flag.
Green, green, green.
Good jump by Weston Newell into turns 1 and 2. Trevor Royer right there, second. Josh Stanky in third. Jason Randolph fourth. Randolph faded away. He came back. All right, here we go. Craig Dunn in fifth, looking for the 5th spot. Jeff Stewart's going to take it back over in 5th. Craig Dunn back to 6th. Bob Ramundo 7th. Still Weston Newell out front. Trevor Royer in the 2nd spot. Josh Stanky in 3rd. Jason Randolph right there in 4th. top 4 here on your screen off turn number 4 to complete lap number 2. Craig Dunn, Jeff Stewart battling hard for the 5th spot. Bob Raimondo right there as well. Jason Randolph coming back to these guys in the 4th position. Front 3 out front. Trevor Royer is going to throw the slide job for the race lead here off turn number 4. He will take the race lead at the line going into turn number 1. Josh Stanky wants that 2nd spot from Weston Newell here off turn number 2. Side by side down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Almost 3 wide here through turns 3 and 4. Trevor Royer will continue with the race lead when the caution flag came out. Josh Stanky 2nd. Bob Raimondo was around here in turn number 4. We're going to go back and watch what happened to Bob. Bob got the inside wall there. Going into turn number 3. Looped it just enough to bring out the caution flag. It's going to be Trevor Royer, Josh Stanky, Weston Newell, Craig Dunn, Jason Randolph, Jeff Stewart, Bob Raimondo, and Roger's not in here. Those tires just came up and grabbed Bob there. Looks like we probably are going to have a 1-lap shootout. Once again, give that Facebook page a follow. Give the broadcast a share for me. Would be greatly appreciated. All right, going to have a 1-lap shootout here to decide heat race number 4. This is Williams Grove. Pace truck's off. Green flag back in the air here for the 1-lap shootout here to decide heat race number 4. Trevor Royer through turns 1 and 2. Josh Stanky solidly in that 2nd spot. Weston Newell 3rd. Craig Dunn 4th. Jason Randolph in 5th. But here off turn number 4, Trevor Royer will win heat race number 4. Josh Stanky 2nd. Weston Newell 3rd. Craig Dunn 4th. Jason Randolph 5th. Jeff Stewart 6th. And Bob Raimondo in 7th. What's up, Garrett? How are you, brother? All right, can get C Main Racing onto the racetrack. And for all these guys, 2 grid. Dan, yes, he is here. I think he finished 2nd or 3rd in his heat race. So you'll see him in the feature. All right, waiting for one guy, 2 grid. There he is. Going to have 11 cars going for the top 4 spots. Got 10 laps. All right, starting on the pole here for tonight's C Main in the 88, that is John Harper. Starting 2nd in the 555, that's Greg Young. Starting 3rd in the 022, that is Kyle Atkinson. Starting 4th in the 72, that's Jeff Stewart. Starting 5th in the 29, that is Dustin Griffiths. Starting 6th In the 21, that is Shea Paulo starting 7th. In the 8, that's Doyle Rand starting 8th. In the 53, that's Bob Raimondo starting 9th. In the 15, that is Michael Sheridan starting 10th. In the 770, that's Devin Butts. And 11th will be the 09 of Lance Heinberger. Bring a couple up to the broadcast booth while you're there, Garrett. All right. 11 cars, 10 laps, top 4 to the rear of the B main. Everybody else going to head to the trailer. You're welcome, Dan. All right, here we go. Pace truck's off. Green flag in the air. Greg Young trying to get a little bit of a jump. Gets into the outside fences. Cars start to go by. John Harper, Kyle Atkinson, Dustin Griffiths go by. Greg Young's going to fall into the 4th spot. Shea Paulo looking to go by as Greg Young puts in the outside fence. Gets into Bob Raimondo. Still keeps it going in the right direction, though. Battle for the race lead shaping up. John Harper, Kyle Atkinson, Dustin Griffith, Shea Paulo the front four for that wood transfer. Side-by-side battle here for the 2nd spot. Dustin Griffiths, Kyle Atkinson. Michael Sheridan up to the 5th spot. Jeff Stewart in 6th. Doyle Rance goes around. He is going to fall back to the last spot in 10th. Caution on the racetrack. Go back and see what happened to Doyle here. Looks like Jeff Stewart and Doyle just tagged each other there. Doyle got the worst end of that one. He kind of looped it, a half loop, and refired, drove away. He's going to restart in the 10th position. Devin Butts taking it to pit road. His night is over. Zane Scott's got his number 1 fan. How much did he pay you, Frankie? Yeah, the iRacing algorithm, it's weird with cars coming and if the car goes more than 90 degrees with cars coming, it'll throw caution every time. And I know. Oh, all right. Well, that means I'm just going to leave it right there, actually. All right, going green this time. Gonna have 4 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. C main is back underway. 4 laps to go. John Harper out front. Kyle Atkinson in the 2nd spot. Dustin Griffiths 3rd. Side-by-side battle here for the 4th and final transfer spot. Michael Sheridan, Shea Paulo going into turns 3 and 4. Bob Raimondo right here as well. Caution on the racetrack. That's probably going to do it here for tonight's C main. Doyle Rance. Greg Young was riding the wall there through turn number 2. Doyle got into turn 3. Got the inside tires there. Looped it around and brought out the caution. That is probably going to do it for tonight's Seat Main. Looks like it's going to be John Harper, Kyle Atkinson, Dustin Griffiths, and Michael Sheridan. Going to be the beneficiary of that caution when he was battling with Shea Paulo when the caution came out. iRacing's going to give it to Sheridan. I don't know if it was a gopher there, Garrett, or he just got the tire, really. Well, I appreciate being home there, Kevin, and tuning in. Oh, it's gotten a few already. Yes, sir. The gopher and the tire, probably together. Okay. Did you get that gopher? All right. Going to finish up here as these guys come back around. Harper, Atkinson, Griffiths, and Sheridan will be the 4 that transfer to tonight's B-Main. All right, B-Main getting lined up here on the racetrack. Yeah, Garrett, come on up here. Bring some nachos with you. There you go. All right, starting on the pole here for tonight's B-Main in the 422, that is Mike Roxbury. Starting second in the 225, that is Richie Preston. Starting third in the 91, that's Ernie Williams. Starting fourth in the 57, that is Craig Dunn. Starting fifth in the 67, that's Brandon Igo. Starting sixth in the 55, that's Robert Satterfield. Starting seventh in the 29, that is Taylor Howell. Starting 8th in the 50, that's Jason Randolph. Starting 9th in the 88, that's John Harper. Starting 10th in the 022, that's Kyle Atkinson. Starting 11th in the 29, that's Dustin Griffiths. And starting 12th in the 15, that's Michael Sheridan. 12 cars, 12 laps, top 8 to the rear of tonight's A-Main. All right, going green, pace truck's off. File, thank you. Green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Big time No caution here. Kyle Atkinson was up against the wall there, coming down the front straightaway right at this drop of the green flag. Everybody's going the right direction. Mike Roxbury's going to come off turn number 4. We got one into the wall here off turn number 4. Looks like Richie Preston. Richie Preston here hanging in the wall off turn number 4. You go back and watch. He was running in the third spot. Brandon Igo slides up, just pretty much body slams him right into the outside fence. Richie Preston's night is going to be over. Something happened to Mike Roxbury as well. We're going to go back and see what happened to Mike. He came off turn number 4. I'm not sure him and Ernie got to. Oh, he got to there. He wiggled to the left, came to the right, and overcorrected a little too much. There's a caution flag came out. Looks like Roxbury's night is over as well. So we got 2 cars on pit road. Going to be Ernie Williams, Brandon Igo, Robert Satterfield, Taylor Howell, John Harper, Jason Randolph, Craig Dunn, Dustin Griffiths, Michael Sheridan. 9 cars still running on the racetrack. Going to take 8, so 1 will not make it. He Kyle bushed him. Yeah, I guess you're right. What's up, Steve? All right, going green this next time. Going to have still 8 laps to go here in tonight's B main. 9 cars still running, taking 8 to the A. Green flag is in the air.
Green flag, green flag.
Good jump by Ernie Williams. Robert Satterfield riding in the 2nd spot. Taylor Howell 3rd. John Harper 4th. Jason Randolph in 5th. Craig Dunn 6th. Dustin Griffith 7th. Michael Sheridan up to 8th. Brandon Igo currently running in the 9th spot. Side by side here for the 2nd spot. Taylor Howell on the bottom. Robert Satterfield on the outside. Satterfield's going to get a good run there off turn number 2. He's going to take it going into turn number 3. Satterfield's going up to the 2nd spot. Taylor Howell in 3rd. John Harper 4th. Dustin Griffiths with a 3-way battle here for the 5th spot. Jason Randolph, Craig Dunn right there as well. Michael Sheridan wants to get into the fray as well. Good battle back here from 5th on back. Dustin Griffiths, Craig Dunn on the bottom side. Jason Randolph there on the outside. Michael Sheridan, best seat in the house right here for this battle. Craig Dunn slides up. He's going to take over the 6th spot. Jason Randolph looking to battle on back on the inside going into turn number 3. Randolph's going to throw the slide job. Can't make it stick there off turn number 4. Back up to the front of the field. It is still Ernie Williams pulling away by 1.2 seconds over Taylor Howell, Robert Satterfield, and John Harper. In the 4th spot, Dustin Griffiths in 5th. Completing lap number 9 that time, 3 to go. Hauling it off into turn number 1 is race leader Ernie Williams. Taylor Howell still 2nd, John Harper 3rd, Robert Satterfield 4th, Dustin Griffiths in 5th, Craig Dunn, Michael Sheridan, Jason Randolph is currently the 8th and final transfer spot, and Brandon Igo running in the 9th spot. Ernie Williams down the back straightaway. Going to see the white flag next time by here in tonight's B main. Off turn number 4. White flag in the air. Good battle shaping up here for the 3rd spot. Satterfield, Harper, and Dustin Griffiths. Through turns 1 and 2. Satterfield to the outside. Harper, then Griffiths. But off turn number 4, Ernie Williams will win tonight's B main. Taylor Howell finishing second. Robert Satterfield third. Dustin Griffiths, I believe it's John Harper fourth. Dustin Griffiths fifth. Michael Sheridan, Craig Dunn, and Jason Randolph. All right, Pole Dash coming onto the racetrack. All right. Got word it's Tyler File. So that's Tyler File in the 95 out there, or the 44, excuse me. Josh Stanky's out there. Zane Scott, Cole Newhoffen, Britton Roxbury, Bryce Bailey, Trevor Royer, and Billy Raleigh. Everybody getting formed up here. Looks like Britton Roxbury is going to be on the pole in the 421 machine. Trevor Royer on his outside. Cole Newhoffen in the 11 will start in the third spot. Bryce Bailey will start fourth. Tyler File in fifth. Zane Scott sixth. Billy Raleigh seventh. And Josh Stanky will start in eighth. Going 8 laps. Going to set the first 4 rows for tonight's A-Main green flag. Britton Roxbury, good jump here through turns 1 and 2. Cole Newhoffen on the bottom side, running in the second spot. Got a good run there off turn number 2. He's going to look for the race lead going into turns 3 and 4. Trevor Royer looking there as well, trying to get on the inside of Cole Newhoffen, but the battle's shaping up for the race lead headed into turn number 1. Roxbury on the outside, Newhoffen, Royer. Bryce Bailey wants to get into this fray as well. Newhoffen edges ahead going into turn number 3. Britton Roxbury right there on the outside. Trevor Royer still running third. Bryce Bailey fourth. Good battle for the 5th spot. Everybody goes to the bottom side of the racetrack. Front 3 cars. Newhoffen, Roxbury, and Royer. Trevor Royer's on the outside trying to track down the front 2 cars in front of him. Britton Roxbury, Cole Newhoffen. Roxbury goes to the extreme outside. Newhoffen on the bottom side. Trevor Royer right there in the 3rd spot. Bryce Bailey back to 4th. Zane Scott up to 5th. Josh Stanky right there. Tyler File and Billy Raleigh with cross flags in the air going into turn number 1. 4 laps to go. Cole Newhoffen still out front. Britton Roxbury second. Trevor Royer in third. Josh Stanky up to the 4th spot. Can't hold it there off turn number 4. Bryce Bailey's going to hang on to 4th. Josh Stanky 5th. Billy Raleigh in 6th. Zane Scott 7th. Good battle back here from 6th on back with Scott, Raleigh, and File. 2 laps to go that time by for race leader Cole Newhoffen. Zane Scott all sorts out of shape, and it's going to hang on to that. Oh, we got one into the fence. That is Tyler File. He's going to fall back to about 8th spot. White flag in the air for Cole Newhoffen here off turn number 4. Britton Roxbury in the 2nd spot. Trevor Royer still 3rd. Bryce Bailey goes to the outside in 4th, and Josh Stanky in 5th. Bailey's going to pound the outside fence. She's going to allow Josh Stanky to go by. But off turn number 4, Cole Newhoffen will win tonight's pole dash. Britton Roxbury 2nd. Trevor Royer 3rd. Josh Stanky in 4th. Bryce Bailey in 5th. Zane Scott in 6th. 7th will be Tyler File. And 8th will be Billy Raleigh. All right, going to give about 3 minutes for the race controls. Going to let these guys go out onto the racetrack and rip this track apart. Zane Scott Fan Club is in full effect here tonight. All right. Got about 20 seconds or so, and we're going to get them all lined up for tonight's 30-lap A main. All right, here we go. Getting them lined up, ready to roll. All right, everybody getting squared away, getting lined up here. We're going to give you from 9th on back since we're going to rearrange those front 4 rows. Starting in the 9th spot is in the 07. That is Josh Close. Starting 10th in the 34, that is Jason Burton. Starting 11th in the 36, that's Nathan Davis. Starting 12th in the 222, that's Weston Newell. Starting 13th in the 91, that's Ernie Williams. Starting 14th in the 29, that's Taylor Howell. Starting 15th in the 55, that's Robert Satterfield. 16th will be the 88 of John Harper. 17th to 29 of Dustin Griffiths. 18th, the 57 of Craig Dunn. 19th, the 15 of Michael Sheridan. And 20th, the 50 of Jason Randolph. As soon as they rearrange those first 4 rows, we will give you those. No, it's going to be Newhoffen and Roxbury on the front row. 30 green flag only laps on tap. As soon as we finish up, we're going to give about 10 or so minutes, and we're going to go to the Monday Night Outlaw Series here from the Williams Grove Speedway. These guys are going to take the Irish and green flag. Race control will rearrange those first four rows. Once we're all set, we're going to cut them loose. Newhoffen and Roxbury in the front row. Royer and Stanky in row 2. Tyler File and Zane Scott in row 3, Bryce Bailey and Billy Raleigh in row 4. We're going green this time, going to lap number 31. All right, gonna cut him loose here off turn number 4. Cole Newhoffen is green. Single file going into turn number 1. Britt Roxbury, the first one to go to the outside. Josh Stanky right there as well. Trevor Royer will take over the second spot. Roxbury will fall back to third. Tyler File in fourth. Bryce Bailey's going to take over the 4th spot. But File's going to try to cross him back over. 3 wide here at the line for the 4th spot going into turn number 1. Bryce Bailey, Tyler File, Josh Stanky and Josh Close come together. Josh Close pounds the outside fence off turn number 2. Going to regather up. He's going to fall all the way back to the 16th position. As Cole Newhoffen will lead him into turn number 1. Trevor Royer in second. Britt Roxbury third. Bryce Bailey fourth. And Tyler File fifth. Weston Newell, Josh Stanky, Ernie Williams, Billy Raleigh, and John Harper running out the top 10. Good battle at the front of the field. Cole Newhoffen, Trevor Royer, Britt Roxbury right there as well. Bryce Bailey, Tyler File, the front 5. Really woeing those cars down through the 1 and 2 on the bottom side of the racetrack, those first 3 or 4 cars. Newhoffen and Royer right there together here off turn number 4. Britt Roxbury still running in the 3rd spot. Bryce Bailey 4th. Battle for the race lead shaping up here off turn number 2. Cole Newhoffen and Trevor Royer. Through turns 3 and 4. Newhoffen right up against that inside fence. Trevor Royer on the outside. Brent Roxbury wants to get into this battle as well. Royer is trying to sneak on the bottom side. Couldn't do it there off turn number 2. Newhoffen, good run. He's going to pull away by 4 car lengths as they dive into turn number 3. Closes it in within a car length. It's Trevor Royer here off turn number 4. Newhoffen, Royer, Roxbury, Bryce Bailey's going to try to get into this 4-car battle for the race lead. Great racing here at the front of the field. Weston Newell back here in the 5th spot. Josh Stanky right there with him. Tyler Fowle, Ernie Williams up to 8th. Craig Dunn 9th. And Billy Raleigh in 10th. Still Cole Newhoffen. Britt Roxbury's going to take over the 2nd spot. Trevor Royer back to 3rd. Bryce Bailey in 4th. Off turn number 4. Side by side. We got 20 laps to go. Side by side battle here for the 3rd spot. A couple cars on the front straightaway making contact. Everybody goes in the right direction. Still Newhoffen, Roxbury, Bailey. Royer's back to 4th. Weston Newell in 5th. Great battle in here back in the pack. Craig Dunn, Ernie Williams, Robert Satterfield, Michael Sheridan, Billy Raleigh, John Harper, Tyler File. Bryce Bailey pressuring Britton Roxbury for that second spot. Both cars trying to get up to Cole Newhoffen for the race lead. Bailey looking on the outside of Roxbury for the second spot, going down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Britton Roxbury slides, gets into Newhoffen, spins it around. Caution's going to come out. Not sure what happened to Britton right there. We're going to have to go back and watch that one. Britton just got into turn number 3 a little too hot, got into the back of Cole Newhoffen, and then got into Bryce Bailey. So Britton Roxbury is going to fall all the way back to the 13th running position. Newhoffen, Bailey, Royer, Stanky, Newell, Williams, Dunn, Sheridan, Satterfield, and Raleigh, the top 10. Appreciate everybody tuning in here to the Dirt Racing Network. Going to lap 33. This is Dirt Slingers Monday Night Series here from Williams Grove. As soon as we finish up, we're going to do the Monday Night Outlaw Series. Also here from Williams Grove. All right, going green next time. Gonna have 18 laps to go, going to lap 34. All right, pace truck's off, going green. 18 laps to go. Green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Good jump by Cole Newhoffen. Bryce Bailey in that second spot. Trevor Royer in third. Weston Newell, Josh Stanky side by side here for the 4th position off turn number 2. Stanky gets a little bit of a glance off the outside wall. Keeps it going in the right direction. Bryce Bailey trying to get up to Cole Newhoffen for the race lead. Good 3-car battle behind him. Weston Newell, Trevor Royer, Josh Stanky, teammates on the outside looking to split Weston Newell. Battle for the race lead off turn number 4. Bryce Bailey trying to get a good run here on Cole Newhoffen. Through turns 1 and 2, looking on the outside here off turn number 2. Can't do it that time. Gonna fall back 3 car lengths. Through turns 3 and 4, trying to get a good run here off turn number 4 to get up to Cole Newhoffen for the race lead. 15 laps to go. Bryce Bailey trying to get up to Newhoffen. Gets it within about a car length, but can't do anything more. Through turns 3 and 4 this time. Josh Stanky's really ripping the cushion, trying to get up into this battle. We got a side-by-side battle for the race lead going into turn number 1. Newhoffen on the bottom, Bryce Bailey on the outside. Josh Stanky pounds the outside fence, running in the 3rd spot. Bryce Bailey's going to pull ahead and take over the race lead, headed into turn number 3. Bryce Bailey off turn number 4 will take the race lead at the line going into turn number 1. Newhoffen dives back on the inside, tries to keep it under him. He's going to do it this time. They're going to go drag racing down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Newhoffen on the bottom, Bryce Bailey on the outside. Cole Newhoffen will take over the race lead this time at the line going into turn number 1. Josh Stanky still riding in the 3rd spot. Trevor Royer, Craig Dunn up to 5th. Still going to watch this battle at the front of the field. Cole Newhoff, Bryce Bailey, Josh Stanky doing everything he can to get up to this front duo. Trevor Royer still running in the 4th spot. Craig Dunn in 5th. Ernie Williams, Michael Sheridan right here for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Ernie's going to take over the 5th spot. Craig Dunn is back to 6th. Michael Sheridan's going to dive on the inside. He wants the 6th spot. A little bit of contact between these two cars as Craig Dunn's going to fall all the way back. Weston Newell will go by. Nathan Davis trying to get up there. He wants to go by in the 8th spot. Satterfield running in the 10th position. Newhoff pulling away from Bryce Bailey here. Josh Stanky looking to the inside of Bailey here off turn number 4. Josh Stanky will take over the 2nd spot. Bryce Bailey back to 3rd. Trevor Royer 4th. Ernie Williams in 5th. Cole Newhoff off turn number 4. Still Stanky in that 2nd spot. Bryce Bailey in 3rd. Trevor Royer, Ernie Williams cracking the top 5 coming from the B main. Newhoff off turn number 4 on the bottom side of the racetrack. Josh Stanky is a coming. He's got it to within 0.3 of a second. Got it down to 2 car lengths, 1 car length. Back up to 4 car lengths. I was a little exaggerating there. Cole Newhoff on the bottom. Josh Stanky on the outside in the 2nd spot here off turn number 4. Closing in on 5 laps to go. Cole Newhoff, Josh Stanky, Trevor Royer still running in 3rd. Ernie Williams in 4th. Bryce Bailey's falling back to 5th. Contact between the front 2 cars. Cole Newhoff and Josh Stanky, off turn number 4. Side by side for the race lead here at the line going into turn number 1. Newhoff on the bottom. Josh Stanky on the outside. Stanky's trying to get a good run there. Can't do it. Still side by side. Stanky edges ahead going into turn number 3. Gonna see 4 laps to go this time by. Josh Stanky will take over the race lead at the line going into turn number 1. To the outside, Cole Newhoff on the bottom. Looks like that bottom groove is really getting worn out. Josh Stanky's going to pull away by 8 car lengths going down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Off turn number 4. Josh Stanky over those bumps going into turn number 1. Cole Newhoff's falling back to 2nd. Ernie Williams up to 3rd. Bryce Bailey 4th. And Michael Sheridan in 5th. Trevor Royer back to 6th. Weston Newell 7th. Robert Satterfield, Nathan Davis, and Billy Raleigh. Going to see 2 laps that time by for race leader Josh Stanky. Ernie Williams really coming strong here as well. Got good lap times. Only car in the 19-second bracket that last time. Josh Stanky off turn number 4. We'll see the white flag in the air. Cole Newhoff still 2nd. Ernie Williams in 3rd. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Josh Stanky through turns 3 and 4. Off turn number 4. Josh Stanky will win tonight's Monday Night Series from Williams Grove. Cole Newhoff in 2nd. Ernie Williams in 3rd. Michael Sheridan 4th. And Trevor Royer will finish in 5th.
Yellow flag is out.
Good racing at the front of the field between Stanky and Newhoff in there. Ernie Williams going to get in the 3rd spot, come from tonight's B main. Gonna get these guys all on the front straightaway. We're gonna get quick word, get it all shut down, and then reset up for tonight's Monday Night Outlaw Series race. Only one caution in that feature race. Some great racing all around. Once they get stopped, we're going to get these guys into the booth for a quick word.
Hang on, we're not going green.
All right. Need these guys just to stop for a second. Perfect. All right. Ernie Williams got a copy.
Gotcha.
All right, man. Good run for you. Coming from the B, making it all the way up to the podium. Had maybe a caution. You were might have been the car to beat there at the end. Just talk about the race from the driver's seat.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the car to be as good as it was, but I did a little tweaking in the garage a little bit after the heat races, and it seemed to be seemed to help. But I don't know. Josh had the fast car tonight. I don't know if I'd have got around him or Cole. You know, what I mean, I was hard to catch him there in that last 6 or 7 laps. I was reeling them in, but track's tricky right now, so I don't know if it'd be hard for me to get off the line I was running to pass anybody. But other than that, man, all in all, not a bad night. Come from out of the B main, like you said, the third. We'll take it first for Josh. BDM 2 of the 3 on the podium is always a good night.
You're pretty much right up against the top the whole time, but did the track change? It seemed like the top came in and Cole was running the bottom, and it kind of wore away, and he probably was kind of lucky to hang on to second.
Yeah, my belief is if you can't run her up into the cushion, sooner or later the cushion's going to be the fast line away around, and it seems like it's if at least half the race it's the fast way around. So I try to set my cars up to get up there, and sooner or later it's just going to be the fast line. You just hope you don't fall back too much at the beginning of the races, because some sets they come in good real late, but the first 10 laps of some of the races, you might lose 2 or 3 spots, but once she starts slicking off and that cushion starts to show itself, that's where we seem to shine, man.
All right, buddy. Any thank yous before we let you get ready for the second race?
Hang on.
Absolutely. I want to congratulate Josh on his win. Cole for second place. Black Diamond Motorsports putting an awesome car on each of us. We put a lot of time in here and to get these setups to go around here pretty fast, and I appreciate all the guys' hard work. Tim Nichols with Tim Dirt Track Simulators, Dirt Racing Network. You guys did an awesome job putting on the broadcast, and can't wait to see you guys soon, man. But you have a good evening, Mike. We'll see you soon, hopefully.
All right, buddy. Congrats on getting into the podium. That is third place, Ernie Williams. Cole Newhoffen got a copy.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Pretty much dominated the first part of the race, and Josh got you there towards the end, and all in all, a good night. Still second. Just talk about the night.
Just good on the bottom for a while, then my racing's broken cushion came in again, just like it always does, but I like running the bottom here, and usually I can sneak away with it, but cushion is just too strong.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, it seemed like you were really working the bottom. The bottom was doing great for you, and then those last probably 5 or so laps, Josh got by, and just kind of seemed like the cushion came in, and you kind of wore out that bottom side. Were you thinking about going up there, or were you just going to ride or die on the bottom?
I was just going to stay on the bottom. I don't know. I think if we would have done more track prep on the top like we usually do, I think it would have been better, but we didn't. But oh well.
All right, man. Any thank yous before we let you go?
I'd like to thank Kinzer Racing Sim Team, sponsors Missouri Transportation, Race on Texas, Wicked Cushion, Profile by Sanford, DRC Chassis, and Southern Pacific Farms and Profile.
All right, man. Congrats on that second place finish.
Thanks.
That is second place, Cole Newhoffen. Gonna get Josh here in the channel. Josh, thank you. Got a copy?
Sure do, Mike.
All right, man. coming from, I forget exactly where you started, but
Started fourth.
fourth. All right, that's what I thought. And kind of hung around there, but really gained a lot of speed there about second half of the race and came on strong and got past Cole and picked up the win. Just talk about tonight.
Yeah, I started fourth. I was feeling pretty confident, and it's either I had my wing in the wrong position or I just didn't know what I was doing in the beginning. Dropped back to like eighth. I let a bunch of guys go by me. It ended up getting pretty aggressive. It was multiple lanes for quite a while, and guys were trying to fight over every lane. Had a couple guys chop me. You had to get around that, and you just be patient. And then finally, I got a good line running up on the top, and I was able to make a lot of moves around a lot of guys. And that second half of the race, my cart really seemed to come alive, and they just gave me the high side pretty much, and I was just able to hit my marks every time. I was throwing it in harder than I normally do at the Grove. Maybe that's just the trick. And I was hitting that cushion to where I was just able to get some good drives, and I love long green flag runs like we did at the end, and I prevailed in the end.
Seemed like Cole was really working the bottom side. You kind of got the top going, especially with the last like 5-7 laps to go, and you really made up a lot of ground as he wore out the bottom, and you would just kind of rip the top. I asked him if he was going to go up there, and he was just going to ride her down the bottom, but you kind of just kept the top moving, and you got by him there at the end.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Yeah, I knew the bottom side was pretty quick the majority of the race. A couple of my teammates were running down there as well. And it stayed around longer than I thought it was going to be. And I was just happy that it slowly went away. They probably lost a little traction entering to where they couldn't catch that grip strip right on the bottom as well as they were in the beginning. And it really helped to my advantage. I was just able to put the right rear and put it right on the top of the cushion without... I caught the wall actually twice in turn 1 and 2, and surprisingly it didn't wreck my car at all. I'm thankful for that. And just stay consistent with putting that right rear on the cushion, and spun me right around.
All right, man. Any thank yous before we let you go?
I'd like to thank the guys at Black Diamond Motorsports. I'd like to thank you for broadcasting, Roger for putting on the league. I'd like to thank 19 Designs for our paint jobs. I'd like to thank Tim Sims, Dirt Track Simulators for sponsorship. I'd like to thank Brett at UDTV and all the fans and family watching at home. Hope they enjoyed this one.
All right, man. Congrats on that win, and hopefully we talk to you again soon.
Yep, thanks.
All right, that is going to be Josh Stanky, tonight's winner. Going to shut it down. Get ready for the Monday Night Outlaw Series here from Williams Grove. Ernie Williams, Cole Newhoffen, and Josh Stanky were the top three here in this one. So give me about 10 or so minutes, and we will re-rack it and get it going again. So for Roger Wagner, my name is Mike Peterson. See you back here in about 10 minutes.